I used to think confident women were just born that way. You know the women I'm talking about, the ones who walk into a room confidently, they speak up without overthinking, they make eye contact, and they don't seem worried about what everybody else thinks. And if you've been here for a while, then you know I used to think that that just wasn't me. I was constantly second guessing myself, overthinking conversations, worried about being judged. And honestly, I spent a lot of my life shrinking myself. Actually, majority of my life. But today, I'm way more confident than I used to be. I hold eye contact now. I walk more confidently. I don't shrink nearly as much in group settings or uncomfortable situations. Like, I don't spend nearly as much time obsessing over what people think about me. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm still growing. I still get nervous. I do still have moments where I doubt myself, and I'm still rebuilding confidence in certain areas of my life. But what I've learned is that confidence isn't something that you're born with, it's something that you build. So, in this video, I want to share what has actually helped me become more confident as a woman. Hey, I'm Koya, and over here we talk all things confidence and personal growth so we can become the women we were always meant to be. And if you've ever struggled with insecurity, self doubt, or feeling like you're constantly holding yourself back, this conversation is definitely for you. Now, before we talk about how to become more confident, I think it's important we first talk about what confidence actually is. Because I think a lot of us have been sold the wrong idea. Confidence isn't never being nervous. Confidence isn't being the loudest person in the room. Confidence isn't thinking you're better than everybody else. Real confidence is trusting yourself. It's believing that you'll be okay no matter what happens. It's being willing to show up as yourself, even when there's a chance you'll be judged, rejected, or even make mistakes. And I honestly think a lot of us struggle with confidence because somewhere along the way, we learned lies about ourselves. And maybe you were criticized growing up. Maybe you were bullied or overlooked. Maybe, just maybe, you started believing that you had to look a certain way, perform a certain way, or even be a certain way to be valuable. And when you don't feel valuable, it's really hard to feel confident. If I'm being completely honest, I'm still faking it till I make it in some areas, but not in the way that most people mean it. For me, faking it till I make it means showing up confidently even when I'm nervous. It means recording these videos when I'm anxious, speaking even when my voice shakes. It means walking into situations confidently even when I don't completely feel confident. Because I've realized that confidence isn't the absence of fear. Confidence is courage. It's showing up anyway. Because if you wait until you feel 100% confident to do something, trust me, there's a good chance you'll be waiting forever. One of the biggest reasons I knew I needed to work on my confidence was because I became so unsatisfied with my life. Like, I realized that low confidence was keeping me from becoming the woman I really wanted to be. Like, again, I constantly doubted myself. I was afraid of being seen trying. I was actually terrified of failing. That's because I cared way too much about what other people thought. Fear of judgment controlled so many decisions in my life, and eventually I had to ask myself, what's costing me more? The discomfort of trying or the regret of never trying at all? And honestly, you'll get further along trying and failing than never trying at all. So I've just started to reframe failures as lessons instead of losses. Every mistake teaches you something because now you know what not to do. Every awkward moment teaches you something because the next time you put in that situation, you'll handle it a little bit differently. And every failed attempt even teaches you something because now you know what doesn't work. Really, success is just a process of elimination. You keep learning what don't work until you find what do. What I didn't realize though is that building confidence required way more internal work than I expected. I thought becoming confident was just simply deciding to be more confident, but there was so much deeper work that needed to happen, like unlearning certain beliefs, challenging my mindset patterns, and stop believing every negative thought I had about myself. I literally had to rebuild my identity. And girl, I'm still doing the work. I eventually realized though that confidence isn't a destination, it's a journey. And if you're ready to get started on your confidence journey, check out the free 3-day confidence kickstart that I linked in the description. Now, let's get into how you actually become more confident. And these are things that have personally helped me and have been proven to help a lot of other women too. Now, number one is to keep promises to yourself. I truly believe confidence is built through self trust. And self trust is built when you consistently do what you said you was going to do. When you constantly quit on yourself, ignore your own needs, or abandon your goals, you teaching yourself that you can't trust you. But every time you follow through, even in small ways, you build confidence. And maybe that's starting that workout. Maybe it's reading that book or posting a video. Start with small promises. It don't have to be nothing big because either way, the more you keep your word to yourself, the more your confidence grows. Number two is to become the woman you admire through action. Now, one thing that has helped me is creating a vision of the woman I want to become. Like, how does she carry herself? How does she speak? How does she treat herself? How does she handle challenges? But you don't become her by just thinking about her. You become her by acting like her. Confident women still get scared. They just don't let fear make all their decisions. So ask yourself, what would the confident version of me do in this situation? Then do it, even if you are nervous. Number three, stop waiting to feel confident. This one changed everything for me. Most people think you become confident first and then you act. But really, it's the opposite. You act first, and then confidence follows. You gain confidence by doing, you gain confidence by practicing, and you gain confidence by putting yourself in situations that stretch you. You don't become confident and then start the YouTube channel. You start the YouTube channel and then confidence grows. Just like you don't become confident and then speak up. You speak up and confidence grows over time because action creates evidence and evidence creates confidence. And as always, I just wanted to remind you that confidence is not reserved for certain women. It's not reserved for the prettiest women, the loudest women, or even the most talented women. Confidence can be built. And if you're currently in a season where you're struggling with insecurity, self doubt, or even fear, I want you to know that growth is possible. Because if I can go from constantly doubting myself and shrinking myself to becoming the woman I'm becoming today, you can too. You just need to start trusting yourself and showing up as the woman you know you were meant to be. If this video encouraged you, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with another woman who might need this conversation. And I'll talk to y'all later.